Greetings and welcome, ladies and gentlemen and everyone in between. I'm jonmaciel, back for another ShadowEra video, another video for the Hypnogician Challenge. Now, I know what you're thinking. Ian's post said it was ending in February, but I have good news for you on that front. Let's hop into his most recent post on the challenge from 5 days ago. And this is what he says. He says, "Hi all, I'm going to extend the entries for a month, but I will send the shadow crystals for February entries to whichever account you want. My forum PMs are full, so just reply here. Cheers." Alright, so with that said, instead of doing a video for another player like we did with RS Cohen Goddell in my first video, I am doing my own video. And don't worry, the deck is glorious. I know you guys are going to love it. So I'm going to hop into the game and show it to you right here. Here we are in ShadowEra, loaded. I know you can't see it right now because I'm trying to put my branding on some of these videos. But I have a Serena deck here for the Hypnogician Challenge. So here is my deck, and of course, just like last time, so this one will cover up the branding, but I will include the list of the cards that I have in the deck here, so you guys can take a look at that and see the list as I go. So this is Serena. So you have Serena till the end of your turn. Your weapons have +2 attack, and your Serena deals combat damage to your hero. That hero's owner discards a card at random. Right? So again, I know a lot of you guys are veterans, you don't need to see the abilities, but we do get new players that come into the game, so I want to make sure everyone sees what each card does, including the heroes, for people who haven't seen all the heroes in the game. Next up we have Skilled Ironmonger, 2/3, 2 cost. When Skilled Ironmonger is summoned, target weapon or armor gains +1 durability. Of course, that's good for Serena, particularly if you're giving weapons some extra durability, that's extra damage, you know. Covert Operative, 2 cost, got 4 of them here. 0/2. When Covert Operative is summoned, target allies return to its controller's hand, and that player takes control of Covert Operative. Covert Operative has stealth while his attack is 0. It's basically kind of like a retreat, except it doesn't put it back into its owner's hand, it's its controller's hand instead. Then we have Rabble Rouser, 3 cost, 4 of them, 2/2. When Rabble Rouser is summoned, you draw a card, and for only rogue allies have +2 attack and meek. They can't attack heroes until the end of the turn. Really good, especially with first turn advantage. You know, you play an Ironmonger on turn 2, followed by Rabble Rouser on turn 3. It's going to kill whatever 2 cost allies on the board, with the exception of, I think, Vermin would survive that because it's a 1/5. And then we have our Hypnogician, 4 of them here, of course, 1/6, 3 cost. Now, I already explained what Hypnogician does in the most recent Hypnogician video, so I don't think I need to read it thoroughly there, but you can see the ability here if you have very short-term memory. Next, Stop Thief, 4 cost, 4 of them. Target enemy item is destroyed, and you gain 1 resource. So that's acceleration as well as item destruction. Very good rogue card to have. And Black Market. So you can start to see the synergy here already. 2 cost, 4 of them. It's an item, artifact. Allies and items you do not own cost you 2 less resources to summon. And for 4 costs, draw a card from target opponent's deck. Then we have Black Garb, 4 of them here. 3 cost armor, 2 durability, 1 armor. When an ally deals combat damage to your hero, that ally is killed. So for a weapon, you know, you can attack with your weapon into an opposing ally. It retaliates into you and then it dies. So that's just pretty straightforward. It can use it defensively too. You can just place an armor down if you have to discourage them attacking into your hero. Then we have our main draw engine here. Ill-gotten gains, 4 cost item. When an opposing ally is killed or enemy item is destroyed, draw a card. Then we have 3 Spirit Shuriken, 1 Shadow Energy. Target opposing ally takes X damage, where X is the number of opposing allies in play. 4 costs, 1 attack, 4 durability. And last but not least, Thought Ripper's Cutlass, 4 of them, 5 cost weapon, 2 attack, 4 durability. When your hero kills an opposing ally in combat, that ally's controller draws a card and discards a random card from their hand. While this weapon has at least 4 attack, cards discarded from opposing hands are placed in yours. Alright, so that means when you use your hero ability with Thought Ripper's Cutlass. So you have that, stealing cards, and we have Black Market stealing cards. So the idea for this deck is primarily, sometimes, you know, if you've played Black Market before, you're going to get cards that are generally useless to you. You don't really care to use them. So you can use Hypnogician to send those cards back. Now, most of these rogue cards, like I don't want to give them Stop Thief or Black Market or Black Garb. Basically the only card I'd be okay giving them would probably be like an Ironmonger or Rabble Rouser, right? So I'd be okay giving that to them. But you're comboing Hypnogician's ability to cycle cards from your hand with theirs, with Black Market. So you can get like maybe another ally or an item that has that resource reduction, right? So I think that's going to be a nice combo to put in there. It doesn't really hurt the Black Market deck overall. It's still the same kind of deck. So really it's just, you know, you take out Visca and Oliver, put in Hypnogician instead, right? So it should still run pretty straightforward. Okay, so with that said, let's hop into the game that I played. Yes, I already played the game with it too. So let's go and take a look at that. We're going to hop into it. Bring that up forward here. Let me bring it to the front. Here we go. And we are in. Play this a little faster. Well, 15% increased speed I think should be good for this video. Drawing out the hands. Now you can actually see my hand since it's my deck. So I just sacrificed that Black Market because I got 4 of them. So I felt okay sacrificing that extra one I had in my hand. That was a Hypnogician, I think, that I sacrificed. Again, it's 4 of them in the deck, and it takes a little time to get that board set up for Hypnogician to really have the staying power for Serena and the ability. So you got Spark Flare on the other side. Now this is the opening I was talking about, Rouser on turn 3. And I can use that Ironmonger to kill the Flare, the 4 attack. So that's a really good combo setup that I really like for rogues. So that happened there. Zal turn 3. This should be Xantanite coming down. Yep, it is. So Spark will attack into me here. Now let's see what comes next. We got a Cutlass. Okay, I got rid of the Stop Thief. Yep, so I can use the Shuriken because there's 2 of them on the other side there. So I should be able to just clear board right here, throw some damage onto Zal in the process. There you go, that's a dead Xantanite there. Attack into the Spark with the Shuriken, and then attack with the Ironmonger into Zal. So far, so good. I was like, okay, the deck feels pretty good. Because again, Hypnogician because Black Market and Hypnogician are both kind of finishers. Like Black Market, I mean, is kind of your finishing play, where you're just cycling cards into your hand from your opponent. So I generally felt like it was better to play Hypnogician once I have that set up. And in the meantime, just play like a normal Serena would normally play. And you saw me doing that here. So here my board's empty. Sorry, I'm probably going to play this Black Garb with the Black Market. There it is. Now I'll just attack into the Medusa to kill it into the Garb. So I said, really nice board control. You just have to be careful with it. Especially when you're playing decks like Zal, you can easily take a lot of damage. So I'd say be careful with that. So here's a 5 cost here that I'm like, okay, I'm just going to have to eat it. Nothing more I can do, but I can at least play down this ill-gotten gains to get some draw out of it. So I'm just going to take the 4 damage to my face and kill the Titan and get some draw out of it too. And I do have a Cutlass in my hand too. So I can see he has no draw, he has no board. I have Cutlass, 2 Shurikens, Black Garb. So I'm looking ready to go. Now he has 2 allies here. So I think here I'm going to use the Shuriken to knock down the Arachnid. And then probably let the Shuriken get destroyed here. Play the Cutlass down. Use my ability. Get some extra, probably 2 cards worth of draw here and getting rid of the Arachnid in the process. There was no point in playing the Black Garb there because they both had 1 attack, so they could just destroy the armor without dying. That's why I didn't do that. If you're not familiar with Garb, they have to take damage in order for them to die. So that's Flare attacking into my Serena. He'll take a couple points of damage. Zal is still pretty healthy, but that's okay. We are keeping pace with this. Now I drop this 2/6 modulator for 4, which is great. Use Black Market, draw another card. So this is the point that if you haven't killed Serena already, you know, you're in late game now with Black Market established on the board, and it's already starting to get value. So this is when the deck really comes online for Black Market. Now we Actualizer attacking into the into Serena here. He's basically on the clock. I can probably get rid of the Dome. And there's Modulator. We'll finish off the Actualizer. See, so we have... I can play this Cutlass here, get another card in return. So let's see if I get anything useful from Zal. Oh, there's a Shadow Vein. Isn't that nice? So obviously when I get Hypnogician on the board, I'm not going to want to give that Shadow Vein back to Zal. And that was one of the things I noticed in this game, was that I just kept getting useful cards, like Allies and Shadow Vein from Zal. So I didn't have much of a reason for a Hypnogician to cycle those cards back. But you can already see the premise of the ability to be able to do that with this deck, of being able to decide what cards you actually keep from stealing. So it gives you another opportunity to steal something good if you don't like what you got. Now we're back to my turn here. I'm at 8. There's Black Market drawing. There's a Xantanite being played for 1. So we're attacking into Zal now. This game looks pretty decided at this point. You can see how well established I am here at this point. Because Zal lost that opportunity. If you're going to kill Black Market Serena, you got to do it early before she gets established. Okay. Now we have a Flame Forged Scepter. Could have killed my Modulator. I don't know why he attacked into my hero. I think he's just trying to end game. See the writing on the wall. Okay, Xantanite. Look at this. Gonna destroy my own Black Market above Xantanite. Because I have another Black Market I can play. No big deal. Alright, guys? There it is. And I got an Eternal Renewal. Right? So I'm like, okay, all these cards are awesome. I don't need to cycle any of these with it. No. So we attack into Zal with the Allies. I should be able to kill him on this turn. Looks like I have the damage to do it. Yep, and there's my ability. Boom. Let's steal another card. Can we? No, my hand's full, so he just discards it instead. That was a shard. And there's Xantanite to finish it off. So that's it. That's it for the match. That's it for that deck. So you guys can really see the ability that Hypnogician has for Black Market, simply because you're not relying on Hypnogician to do the stealing. Serena's abilities and Black Market are already doing that for you. What it does do is it increases the consistency of what you're stealing. Because if you happen to get something you don't want to have, then you can just cycle that back in. You know, maybe you're playing a Vest and you get a Confluence of Fate. What the hell are you going to do with that? So you can cycle that back to your opponent and get something else. Maybe you can grab and enslave the Beast instead, right? So that's what Hypnogician is going to bring you in a Black Market Serena. Feel free to try it out. Maybe that gives you some inspiration. Maybe you like the video. Deck code, again, will be in the description of this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you all next time. Hey everyone, did you enjoy today's video? Be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Did you hate today's video? Then be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It's really the only way I can tell. Thanks.